Hey guys, it's Swiss here, and welcome to another Tutorial Thursday. Now get this. What if I told you that there was a way to down throw F tilt everyone in the game? Check this out. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Swiss, you're crazy. You're talking about that chart, right? Well, forget that chart. All I'm saying is that chart is still good, but there is a way to down throw F tilt everyone in the game. And this is a very big throwback. And a lot of people didn't really talk about this for some reason, but I think it's definitely something to shed onto you guys and, to put into the light. That way we'll see a lot more of this happening because it has been around for a while. And when I first saw it, I thought that it was kind of like whatever, but as you start to use it, you understand how good it is to actually be able to use this. And here's the clip. Now I don't know if NaxD is the person that actually found this first or anything like that, but credit to him for actually being the one to post it on YouTube or to Twitter and whatnot. So just to give you a glimpse of it, this is just basically how you would end up doing it. So you can see here that he gets it right there, and it's able to work in this case. We'll see it again here with Falco, and again. And that's pretty much the clip. So how is this working, right? And why does this work on the whole cast? Well, let's go ahead and let's go into a little bit deeper onto that. In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you are not able to run through your opponent, as you can see right here. Very similar to, not so similar to older games like Melee, 64, Brawl, and other Trash 4, where you could just like run through your opponent. So in this game you cannot run through your opponent, so that's something to keep in mind of on why this works. So notice how when I down throw Terry, he's right in front of me, but then notice how when I down throw him and then do an F tilt, it gives him some space, right? So now we have some space. So the game does not allow two character models to be on top of each other, and if they were, the game would simply push them out so where they have to be in front of each other, not actually touching. So this is why this works, because it, as you saw from the clips, it works on the ledge. So with the F tilt, what it's doing is you're down throwing the opponent, and then the F tilt 1 is pushing your opponent off of the stage, off of the ledge, and then they're getting hit by F tilt 1, and then you get the F tilt 2 after. So that's why it works on everybody in the game in this case. Now, if you don't space it correctly, let's say, you could do something like that could happen, where F tilt 1 will still push them off of the stage like that, but F tilt 1 will not hit them. So only F tilt 2 is going to collide. And as you can see, notice how it's not a true combo. If you look at the combo counter right here, it's not a true combo. And the reason why it's not a true combo is because Snake's F tilt sucks, if you guys didn't know. Also though, if F tilt 1 connects on an opponent in the air, they can simply just air dodge out and not get hit by F tilt 2. Now in this case, even though it's not true and they can still air dodge out, it's still going to work, and let me explain why. When you down throw someone, they're not going to be expecting you to just F tilt them. So they're not going to be sitting there in down throw position on the ground, mashing the shield button, right? So they're not going to expect this to actually happen. Either they're going to be holding left to roll left, hold right to hold right. They're going to hold the A button to do the get up attack, or they're just not going to push anything. So in this case, they're not going to expect you to just go for an instant F tilt in this case. So that's why it's going to work in these situations. Unless for some odd reason the person just happens to know that you're going to go for it, like a Snake player themselves or someone that's done their research, then yeah, they're going to be able to get out of it at that point. But they'd have to know for sure. One thing to also mention is that in this game, Snake has, you know, frame advantage depending on the percent of the down throw. When Snake is down throwing someone, you know, it's based on their percent. So, you know, the usual amount, 125, 126, would be the safe route to actually be able to go for this, and it'll end up working in that case because they don't have enough frames to actually get up or whatever. So lower percent is not going to work. Though in Naxty's post that you guys watched with me, he did say that for some characters it actually works at 100% and even less. Now, this isn't for every character, this is for specific characters. No one has really found the data on every single character. Hopefully someone does one day. I won't be able to do it, but you know, someone does figure it out, that would be amazing. But for now though, for a safe route for me, I just go for it when they're at 125, 126. Now that we know, let's say, like, when is this going to work, right? And it's going to work in this exact situation. In that exact situation is when it's going to work. You know, so we know it only works on ledge. And in this case being said, that's the best way you're going to really use it. You know, they use neutral get up off ledge, you go for the grab, bada bing, bada boom. Down throw F tilt, free. They're positioned perfectly from neutral get up for you to just grab, down throw F tilt. So it's really an amazing thing that Snake has, to be honest. And if you guys don't know already, most people choose neutral get up off of ledge anyways, because it's pretty much it's definitely the most common option as far as getting off of the ledge. So, you know, you set up an edge guard back here, let's say, you know, and then you force the opponent to want a neutral get up. You go in for the dash grab maybe, or you just throw out one. So you throw out like one back here and roll distance to scare them, and then you come up here, shield just in case they do get up attack, and then you get the F tilt. Very, very simple. So that could help. Or again, like I said, you can kind of just sit right here and then get the grab like that. Now, it is like a little, it can be a little hard at first just to get that right timing to grab someone for using neutral get up, but it's very easy to practice, and the timing isn't as hard as you think it is. So you just got to get used to just doing it in training mode. I mean, that's really the best way to practice it, to be honest. And then that's pretty much it. Now, one thing to mention is that character height matters with this tech. So as an example, you know, it's extremely easy to get on Terry, and then like characters around his height, like Ken, Ryu, Ike, Mark Lucina, stuff like that, Dark Samus, Link, Peach Daisy, Roy Crom, you know, all those regular heights basically. But then you know, then you got some people where it's extremely easy, like Ganon, Sephiroth, you know, characters that are just really tall. And then of course the shorter characters, right? Shorter characters being like Pikachu, Isabelle, Meta Knight, you know, stuff like that. You know, they're really short, so it's going to be harder to really pull off. At the end of the day though, you don't really have to worry about it too much with these characters because you can already down throw F tilt them anyways, so it's not too much of a big deal. But just note though that if you did want to go for it, they have to be positioned closer to the ledge than normal because of them being so short. But if we take someone to account, like let's say Lucas, let's go ahead and we'll switch to Lucas real quick. So Lucas is kind of short, right? So we will have to be like a little bit closer to ledge. So he's not really like that Terry height, as you can see, because Terry was the same height as Snake. So in this case, you see how like it was on, I did it right here. Like sure, he got hit by the F tilt, but it's not true because he didn't get like pushed off of the stage. So you got to be like a little bit closer like that for it to really work. So that's just like something to note, that you just have to be a little bit closer to the ledge. But even in doing so, he grabs ledge, And then as long as you're close enough, you should still be able to get that down throw F tilt. You just have to be a little bit closer, if that makes sense. Now, after that, the only last thing to really go over is that it also works on platforms. Yes, no one is really talking about this, but you can also do it on platforms because it's the same exact thing. So now that we're on Battlefield, let me go ahead and show you guys what I mean. So same exact thing. You're both on this platform, something, you know, you both are sitting in shield, let's say, you go for the grab, you go for the F tilt, and that's basically it. Same thing if like a little bit closer, right there. And that's basically it. So you can also do it on platforms, everybody. Now, why is this good, right? This is really good because, in my opinion, everyone needs to start really using this, to be honest. Because let's say they're at 126, right? We can't down throw F tilt the character, let's just say, but we get the grab. Now we could down throw F tilt, but instead you don't know about it, so you go for forward throw and then try to go for a Nikita. Let's say you mess up, like you're messing, like let's say you mess up the edge guard and they come back when you could have killed them. So you're leaving a kill on the table right there just because you didn't go for it. So it's very, very, very important that everyone knows about this, remembers it, and goes for it when they're at that 126 or 125%. So it's going to help out a lot. Again, like I said, you know, it does work on lower percents or lesser percents for other characters in the game. We do not know who exactly though and what percent exactly because no one's really fully tested it. So as to be safe, I would say, you know, the usual percent 125, 126, just go for the down throw F tilt in that sense, and you'll be good to go. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. If you guys like the content, like and subscribe. I have other social media platforms down below: Twitch, Twitter, Patreon. Feel free to support me. And other than that, thank you again for watching the video, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye now.
Never duplicate you, never multiply two. Everyone copy and paste, mask all up in on their face. Disney fantasy MPH, they are cool with their complacent. You feel it in you, then you brush it off you. Insignificant, but you got something we want, and your whole life is a taunt, cause you will not just comply. Waking up for your day.